We lost a terrific writer recently, Brian Reich,
Oh my gosh.
which was
Brilliant.
terribly tragic, and he had an illness, and we all kind of thought he beat it, and it came back, and it was terrible. And then a bunch of us got together to have sort of a memorial to talk about Brian Reich, and we ended up, laughing so hard, which sounds strange to some people, like it's a memorial, you should be. No, it was appropriate. We were just talking about how funny he was. Yeah. And then, of course, we started talking about other memories of, 28 years of making these very strange television shows. And there was so much affection. You could tell nobody wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, this is the thing. I'm like a vampire that hasn't had a drink of blood in 2 years.
Yeah.
I really miss that.
Yeah.
So that's why I kicked the door open. I was like, I need my Laurie Kilmartin fix.
Yeah.
And you are also, nobody has a laser beam that can take anyone down that's sharper than Laurie Kilmartin. There's so many times where you would just say the thing in the room. Actually, we have a contender here.
Yeah, I think Jesse's up there.
I trained at the Laurie Kilmartin School.
I know.
The Laci Kilmartin school.
Yeah, Laci Kilmartin. No, that's, just the devastating ability to bring me completely back down to earth.
No,
so, I don't know.
I miss those times so much. I had so much
Well, I'm going to
fun.
figure something out. I have to figure.
What career is that? Where we're just
We
sitting
just
in a
have
room
mono meetings?
with
just the
bean
monologue.
bags. Yeah.
Part of it is writing jokes that you don't like, and then you start, shredding us for giving you these shitty jokes. I mean, I miss that too.
It's so funny because Stephen Colbert has a very clear memory of years before he was well known. He was working on something with Robert Smigel, and they were watching the feed, and I was on camera shredding writers in the way that I do.
Yeah.
And
in rehearsal.
And he saw it, and he was like, wow, that's rough. And, Robert said, well, Conan has to go out with the material. He's the face of it, so he needs to, And also, I'd like to think that sometimes my deconstruction of the material was, I think, funny. I hope.
Oh yeah.
It was the whole point.
Scraps.
Yes, it was
Often funnier than the funniest thing.
But
that's what angered the writers.
I know.
And so, but anyway, what Stephen was bringing up was we all loved a good joke and we loved a good sketch. But man, when something came to rehearsal or something came into the monologue room that was completely egregious, people used to see me lick my lips because they knew they were in for.
That's what really gave you joy.
They knew that they knew that they were in for 40 minutes, and people would of me just going on and on, like picking apart. How did this happen? How did this get through the safety net that is supposed to be the head writer? How did other writers not intervene? Basically, how did fucking Jack Ruby get into the basement? How was there no one standing around to say? And that was such a joy because when we were at Comic-Con, there was some bit we were rehearsing, and we had plenty, but then someone said, no, we got something else. And it was R2-D2, and he's
It was the last bit of the day.
It was the last bit of the day.
We already had plenty.
We already had plenty, which is another thing. Like, we got it. And I want to go upstairs, and I want to play my guitar incessantly and bother people. And I have to stay at this rehearsal longer. And they said, no, it's worth it. And then someone had rented an R2-D2 robot. So R2-D2 comes out, but he's like a shticky agent, I think.
Oh.
I think it was sort of like, I'm R2.
Me too?
No, it wasn't R2 Me
There were so
Too.
many R2-D2 bits.
There were so many R2-D2 bits, but this was like, he was like, I want a dressing room, see? And, I don't remember what it was.
Beep, beep, boop.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. It says in my contract he had totally gone Hollywood. And it's so funny because Matt O'Brien, Sweeney, they were sitting in the audience, and a bunch of other people, and they said they saw it come out going beep beep, yeah, it's in my contract. See, beep beep, get William Morrison Dever on the phone, beep beep, and they said people said they saw me licking my lips, going yum 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 yum, and then the shredding began, and I was so happy. So happy. Oh man. I'm going to figure out a way that we can, I seriously, honestly have to figure out a way. I don't know what it is, but a way where clearly no one's doing this out of love. I got to make sure people get paid. I got to figure out a way that this works. I'm going to figure out a way that this works. But man, I would love to do that because I just miss it so much.
Me too. Me too.
And
get our
should we
here.
Should we want to tell you one of my favorite Laurie Kilmartin memories?
Yeah.
Remember we were at Warner Brothers, and it's after the show, and I'm headed to the freeway in my car.
Oh God, yeah.
And I have always seen one Laurie Kilmartin, which is she's, delightful, she's upbeat, she's super sharp, all this stuff. And so she's walking along, and I am slowing down to say something to her. I see her.
We're on an overpass.
We're on an overpass.
I'm walking home. We're on a freeway.
She's walking home, and it's a freeway overpass.
Okay, Jesse, you're a woman. You're not bubbly on an overpass.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
No.
Right. No. Nor should you be. I'm just saying it was a complete misunderstanding. But what happened was
you're just trying to get off the overpass.
She's just trying to get off the overpass. You're just trying to get home. And from my perspective, there's Laurie. I'm going to lower my window, slow down the car, and say some funny bit. I say some. Give us a kiss. That old funny bit that women love. No, just say something funny to her, or acknowledge that I'm driving home and there's my friend and coworker Laurie Kilmartin. So what happened? But I don't understand from her perspective. She's walking along, and a car just suddenly slows down, and the window lowers, and all she can see is what I hope is what looks like a male figure. And
not wearing
and what I saw was you looked over, and before you recognized it was me, I saw the look. I saw a look of pure disdain, hatred.
A lifetime
reaching for pepper spray.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
that look, and I immediately understood so many things. I know I'm in a bubble, but I understood so many things about, dude, don't slow down and lower the window at a woman on an overpass. I'm like, but it's Laurie. I just wanted to say hi. The look you gave me, my penis went up inside my body and climbed up into my left ventricle and my heart, where it was.
It now resides.
It resides.
You are Milton Berle.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it detached.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't length.
It swam
Yeah,
up.
it made its way up.
Okay.
Little feet with sneakers on it. No, I was just. And I was like, oh my God, that look you gave me still
Withering.
Sorry.
horrifies and terrifies me.